que só ilumina coisas do além que vão além. Quando de repente é coincidência, nem precisa se esforçar pra crer. Apagaram as luzes pra eu ver. Saí da onde vim pra eu poder ser. Você mostrou o caminho pra eu andar. Eu disse é pelo mar que eu vou nadar. Não é só na vida que é a vida. Não é na janela que se olha. Há uma linha clara perto da saída. Fecha os olhos e você vai ver. Não é só aqui que só ilumina
Jamais procuro
coisas do
ninguém me ama, ninguém me evita, mesma maneira que você. Minha vida inteira jamais procurarei alguém que ame o meu amar. Jamais procuro você. Não tenho medo nem insegurança. O sol nascerá e tu virás. Tenho confiança na sua intentação, tão conectada como um tendão. Eu tenho confiança na sua intentação, tão conectada como um tendão. Acredito em você, sei que tu tenho confiança em você, sem dúvida tu irás. Sei que tu virás, sei que tu virás, sei que tu virás, sei que estaremos mais conectados dia a dia. Amor antigo, mesmo que o tudo vem, mesmo quando estarei velha, sempre chovei a você.
Recording in progress.
What a night, people dancing in slow motion, blurry eyes. But I've had enough, it's time to say goodbye. 3 a.m. as
question in Super Chat if you want it read. Super Chat your question if you want it read.
Sometimes I picture how life had been in Paris or New York or Shanghai. But you know what they say, east or west, our home is best. Warming rays, golden sunlight as the city wakes. Oh, my love for you will never fade away. 5 a.m. as I sing, oh, Stockholm love. Stockholm love.
All right. So, as I'm letting people come back in, let's talk about it. Fun facts and surprising things about me. What surprises most people about me? Well, one, I'm rather tall. 6'4", 215 pounds of man. Yeah, I'm tall. I have 4-foot long legs, and I used to model. I have 3 black belts, even though I prefer not to have to use them. I can take care of myself. I'm kind of a Renaissance man. I started playing trumpet, brass instruments when I was in the 4th grade. And one of the things that will probably surprise you most about me is the women who I decide to deal with. I'm a really nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm a sweet guy. I'm a thoughtful man. I was raised well. I'm a romantic, which is usually surprising to women because they expect me to be an asshole. Now, I will be if I need to. But yeah, I can dance well. I enjoy life. Let's get into it. And what you see is what it is. I am what I on camera. You guys see the fragrances and candles and everything. This is my daily life. So, hey, what's that? Oh, you just did that so you could change clothes. No. But I'm not above it. I like to look good. Flowers over there, flowers over there. That's right. That's why you can't get mad at people because guys don't do what I do these days. But, you know, if in the 1920s, I would have been right on time. The 20s is my favorite decade. You know, barring all the racism and stuff. All right, so let's get into it. I see Brittany's back. Looks like she had some help getting on here. Let's see if she can get in. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Brittany. Right on time. The 20s is my favorite decade. Brittany, you still have this playing in the TV or something in the background? Turn off the TV. No. All right, so let's get into it. You have YouTube playing on. You have YouTube playing. If you have YouTube playing, it's doubling up. Only thing you need to be on is Zoom, not YouTube, nothing else, just this.
Boom. It's all.
How old are you?
I'm 39, sir.
All right. Great. What's the question, comment, or concern?
Well, first I would like to say it's very, 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 very nice to meet you finally, because I've been trying to talk to you for a month.
A month?
Months with an S.
Oh, okay. Well, you can always book a session.
Oh, cool. So I am 39. I have 3 boys. My oldest
That's the
is
best way to talk to me. Honestly, that's the best way to talk to me. Go ahead.
okay.
39, 3 boys. Go ahead.
My oldest is 20. My middle is 15. My youngest is 14.
All by the same man?
2 are by the same man. 1 was by a rape.
Okay.
Okay. So um the very first time I
What's
got
the
intrigued.
question, man? What's the kind of, why are we here? What's the question?
Okay, that's what I'm getting to, sir.
What you got to
So
get, I need you to kind of go ahead and get to it because there are other
okay, I
people
know
in the
it's
queue.
late. I'm sorry. I apologize. So the very first time I heard you was when you were talking to a young lady and you told her that she was not a modern woman. She was not beautiful because of this, that, and the other, certain reasons. And so I want to know, does that compare to me? Like,
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. That's why I'm like, I'm no disrespect, but you ladies talk like in a stream of consciousness. You know what's going on in your head. I don't know what video you're talking about, what woman I was talking to, what the
okay, you're
context
right.
was.
You're right.
So, what is the question you have for me? What specifically are you trying to
Okay,
get
so
me to
I
help you
am
with?
5 foot even.
Uh huh.
I'm 5 foot even,
Uh
and
huh.
I weigh 100. Just found out I weigh 155 pounds,
Uh
and I
huh.
have sickle cell anemia.
All right. And what do
Is
you
that a
want?
problem? Is that a problem
I
with
don't
you?
know. What do you want?
What am I on?
What do you want? What do you want?
I want to know, is that a problem?
For what, ma'am? Okay. For In other words, I can't tell you my opinion about anything because I don't know the outcome you want. What are you seeking? What is it you like to have?
Okay,
What are
so
you asking me if it's a
let's get to
problem?
the
Okay,
nitty gritty.
I'm
Let's
going
get
to
to the
answer my
nitty
question.
gritty.
No, 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 no. I'm going to answer my way because I've already let you go. Are you looking to get into a relationship with a man?
I've been in a relationship for
Are you looking
15
to get into a
years.
relationship with a man?
I've been in one for
Are you
15
looking?
years.
Okay. Are you currently in a relationship with a man?
I've been in one for 15 years, sir.
So why is any of this a concern if you have a relationship?
Well, the concern is because he, my significant other, is real quick to be like, oh, well, she's beautiful and she's this type and she's that type. And then I get on YouTube and then I hear you say, oh, well,
Okay,
I
okay,
want us to
hold
do
on,
this.
hold on. Then that's a problem between you and your significant other. I have nothing
Okay,
to
but
do with it.
I mentioned you.
Stop. Oh no, I've already tried that way, ma'am. If you have a relationship and you want to be with that man or whoever, y'all need to communicate and figure out what's going on because I don't understand why so many of you guys spend time online when you got an active real life that's going haywire. Get offline. Talk to one another.
And we talk about everything, but
Get
we also,
offline,
we
ma'am,
watch movies
ma'am.
together.
No, no. Because you're calling in to here. You said, I've been trying to get on with you for months.
I have. I really
Okay,
have.
then you book a. See, this is what I mean. What did I just say? If you have a 15-year relationship, you guys don't sound like you're married. Fine. If there are issues in your relationship with him looking at other women, there's nothing that anybody on YouTube or anywhere can handle or do. Y'all need to figure that out. But what would your grandmother and grandfather have done? They wouldn't be doing this. They wouldn't be online in magazines, on TV, on the radio. They'd be trying to handle their issues with each other.
Can I be very honest with you before you let me go, real quick? I was adopted. I don't know my grandmother.
All right,
I
but
was raised by my
you
cousin.
know
I
what I
don't
mean,
know none of
man.
these.
You know what I mean. 15-year relationship you can't handle alone. That's why I'm just sorry. Because a lot of times people just want to get in here and talk and say what's going on in there. And I can't help you. You got a man of 15 years. I'm not going to say anything outside of that. You need to talk to that man. That's the man you've chosen. Monique, I don't, you're just talking to yourself, Monique. Hello.
Yes, I am. Hello, how are you, sir?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well.
How old are you?
31.
All right. What's the question, comment, or concern?
Um, my concern is with women my age that are just pretty much lost, is what I see. And to get them back like in order is
Did you call in the other day?
I no, I
Okay.
called in just a few hours ago, but
Okay.
I got disconnected.
All right. So you getting women your age back in order.
Yes,
All right. So do you have any children?
I do.
How
I
many?
do. I have one child,
Are
one
you married?
girl. No,
How old is your daughter?
she's 2.
And where is her father?
Her father is running the streets pretty much.
Okay.
And
So it begs a question. Okay. As a
I made a poor
31-year
choice.
old woman, 31-year-old woman, 31,
Yes, yes.
you're a 31-year-old woman with a 2-year-old daughter whose father is running the streets, as you would say. Why is your focus on getting other women on track?
Well, I feel like we're not talking to each other enough to the point where we we can come together to better have better outcomes for our relationship. As much as I
Getting
can
other,
talk to a
getting other,
man,
getting other women. Okay, physician,
mhm,
heal thyself.
yes,
Often you ladies are more concerned with the speck that's in my eye versus the mote that's in yours.
mm, I see. I understand what you're saying. Yes.
Right, right. It
Oh,
would be
I'm
better. It would be better to get yourself under discipline,
more more
structure.
control. Yes.
Yes,
I mean,
because
for years I've
now,
been bouncing
but
between being structured and not
I
structured.
need you to listen.
Yes.
Because once you decided to have a child, you gave up being one. I'm gonna just shoot it straight. It doesn't matter what you did or did not get in your
Hmm.
developmental years. You're 31 and you got a 2-year old. It's time for you to be the grown up. Because when I hear a woman say, I got a kid by a man who's running the streets, I'm like, why do you have a kid by a man that's running the streets? Because he
Poor
made me
poor
tingle.
choices.
Right.
No, it was a poor choice, and
Poor choices, whatever. But the thing is, what's the rest of life going to look like? Do you ever
oh,
want to have a relationship and or marriage with a man?
yes,
So you're
yes,
looking
that
for a
was my
stepfather. So you're looking for a stepfather.
yes,
All right. How many? Do you want more children?
yes. If it's, I'm trying to, yes, I would like that.
How many more would you like to have?
Um, 3 tops.
So a total of four.
No, no. Oh no, sorry, no. 2 more extra, so
Okay.
3 kids
So you're
total.
looking possibly for a stepfather and to have 2 more children. But you need to know that any man of character is going to ask where your child's father is.
Hmm.
And you've got to be able to answer that question because a man coming into your situation, like it or not, you can love your child, but to us, your children are liabilities.
Yes, I know. Oh, I know.
So,
I tried my best to not be that statistic, and I
well,
fell into
my
poor
point in
choice.
saying all of this stuff is you don't have time or capacity to be worrying about other women. You got to get your stuff together so to get a better outcome
As
for
I'm
you and your
trying,
daughter. Huh?
as I'm doing the
Mm-hmm.
best as I can,
Or is it,
with her
or let me ask, or do you think if other women got their stuff together, somehow it would help you?
Well, I mean, because we can always help each other, but most of the
No,
time we're being
absolutely not. That's
catty.
exactly what I
No?
thought. That's this village wife stuff. No, no.
Okay. No.
Just because
Yeah.
everybody else in the class is passing, you're still failing.
Right. Because no
Everybody
one
else in the
wanted.
class is passing, and you getting held back. It doesn't
But
make
I
you
feel
feel
like that's
good to go
because
to
we're not asking for help.
wrong. It's because you're not with a man.
Well, I know that.
Getting with other women. Okay, see, I'm trying to help.
I
See,
don't want to get with other
I
women.
need you
I'm
to
not trying
understand.
to.
Hold on. This is what's been
Yes.
taught to you ladies, that you women are your support system. And I need a girlfriend or some people to understand what I'm going through. No. No.
Yeah. No.
No.
No. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Women are. I
No,
do
absolutely
have,
no.
male figures, and they say completely, totally different things than a woman would. So I do take their advice because you guys are more logical. So I do like hearing from a
Where's your
man's
father?
perspective.
Where's your father?
My father is indifferent he only calls me once in a while. They
Were
weren't
you
married,
were you
so
raised with where's your mother?
I was mainly raised by my mother. My father
Where's
was
your
just
mother?
he,
Where is she?
my mother is she's home. She's single. She's home.
How many children does she have?
Um, she has two. I have an older sister.
And you guys had different fathers?
Yeah, her father,
Okay.
murdered
Okay.
before
Stop, stop,
she was
stop,
even
stop, stop,
born.
stop, stop,
So we
stop,
don't
stop,
know.
stop, stop.
Sorry,
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
sorry, Lawrence. Sorry.
Have you ever sat down with a counselor or a therapist?
No, but I
You,
definitely
I think you
know I
should.
need
I
to
think you should. Well, if you know you need to, what's the holdup?
myself. It's myself. Trying to somewhat doing something wrong with diagnosing myself, but I am trying to reflect on the things that I've done or what I'm doing, which I know half of it's wrong and
This is
half of
this,
it's just me being
ma'am,
lazy.
ma'am.
Yes,
This is why what you were talking about at the beginning doesn't help. Because far too many women are chaotic like you in the mind. You're raised by mom, multiple fathers, multiple kids. You say your father's indifferent. He has his story. You got a child by a man who's running the streets. You got male friends. But at the end of the day, you're the common denominator. You have to get
right.
some foundation and structure in your head. You got to get whatever's in your spirit and in your mind out to a therapist, licensed, trained professional, not to your
Hmm.
friends, not to your homegirls, not to a YouTube show, but to somebody who can put you in the path, because you have a 2-year-old and hopefully a life that you want to live down the path. But right now, you ladies all seem to think that you can do this on your own. And
I,
all of our best decisions get us where we are at this particular point.
well, I know I can't do it on my own, and I
Okay,
don't
then
want to.
don't be the hold up on therapy.
That's very true.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
seriously. I
really.
mean, because honestly, and the reason why I say that so much is because all of you ladies are so used to telling your stories, and I need you to assume that the world doesn't give
Looking
a
for
shit.
sympathy.
Yeah, and the world doesn't give a shit, because you're gonna go up to a man
Right,
who you expect to be a stepfather and gonna say, "Whoa, this is what happened." He's like, "I don't care. I don't want to have any. I'll go out with you. I'll have sex with you, but I don't want any of this drama in my life." And you have not done
right.
anything to get this under control. So that means you be dropping all this in my life. If you want to have a better future, you have to do something in your present about your past.
Yes, that is very true.
All right. All right, back to the tattoo lady. Y'all need to stop having babies outside of wedlock too. I'm gonna just say it. Stop having babies without marriage. Y'all got too much damn birth control to be shitting out kids for dudes that's running the streets and then expecting the community to care. Why should we care about y'all having?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. As we were talking earlier, The tattoo.
I changed.
I get you can change, but it's still going to be. What is it? What does it even say?
It says beautiful.
It's problematic. You have to get that removed, ma'am.
I know. I just looked it up. It's $250 to get it removed. And
But the way, but when I first asked you, you made it seem like it was so hard.
no, I didn't.
Yeah, because it's like they're not here, they're not there. Get it removed. And if it's $250, cool. And then going forward, but why do you want to be married outside of the fact you don't want to die alone?
I want to be married because I want to have kids. I want like my
Okay.
whole 20s. I want my whole 20s determined to not be a baby mama. So the community I live in, they don't believe in getting married. They like, you need to have my baby, and then after that, I'll marry you.
So you want to have kids.
Yes, I do.
How many would you like to have?
Lots. Well, right now with my financial, I would want to have one, but if I could afford it, I want to have a lot,
What's a lot?
like 5, 6. Why not?
Okay. I'm concerned that you laughed
Why?
because that's childish.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just being honest. I'm being honest because you ladies talk about children like they're pets. And it's like, why not? Why not is because you can't afford all those kids.
Did you not hear me just say if I could afford it, then I would
Hold
have
on,
5?
check that shit. Of course, I heard you, but you can't afford it. It meant your man could afford it. Have you noticed that the higher up you go the socioeconomic spectrum, the fewer children people have?
Yes,
Because the children need to be thought out, planned.
I agree.
So, what do you do
I
for a
don't have
living?
none
What do you
now.
do for a living?
Right now I work as a manager for Adidas warehouse.
I didn't hear you. For what warehouse?
Adidas warehouse.
Okay. All right.
Nothing.
And I think you went to high school. You graduated high school, right?
Yes, sir.
So middle class.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I'll say I'm from the hood, but I kind of try to carry myself like I'm not from the hood.
Middle class has more to do with how much money you're earning.
Um, is that a question or are you
Middle class is if you're making more than like $12, $15 an hour, middle class.
I make 20.
So you're middle class. It's middle class right there in the middle.
Like I
And
don't feel like that's enough.
excuse me?
I don't feel like that's enough.
I need to finish what I was saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not enough for one person. But if you find another middle class, an average black man earning $40,000, $42,000, that's two people sharing, both working full time, both splitting the bills. Instead of you got an apartment or a house and he has an apartment or a house, you share the bill, share the responsibility, and then you have one child, possibly two, but you need to stay married for the rest of your life
I want to stay married
to make that work. And so that means you have to know what a man wants from a woman and what you're going to bring to him for a lifetime.
I feel like I do that now. Like I feel like I'm wasting my time because I do that now. But where I'm from, men do not appreciate that. I do that now.
What do you mean
Like,
you're wasting your time
look,
doing that now? Hold on, breathe.
I'm sorry.
You're 30?
Excuse me?
You're 30, right?
Yes.
I'm going to say something that may be a little hard to hear, but I need you to hear it.
Ain't nothing too hard.
I feel like emotionally, I'm talking to a woman who's still in her teens. It's kind of the energy I'm getting, like you're like around a senior in high school, early college. Because I get where you're from and this and that, but we're talking about going forward. And when we talk about what's possible, he's like, well, I feel like I'm doing that now. You're not in a relationship now, are
I
you?
am in a relationship.
Okay. How long?
2 years.
And what does he do for a living?
He works for a warehouse too.
How many children does he have?
He doesn't have kids
And why aren't you guys married?
because I can't force him to marry me
Why are you still there?
because I'm wasting my time. Like I'm putting in hope.
This is why I
Like,
said teenager.
excuse me.
This is why I said teenager.
I know, Kevin, but what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go out here
You're
and
supposed to you're supposed to check that tone because I haven't raised my voice, and you
no, I
really
didn't
don't
mean to
want.
raise my voice,
Well,
but
but
I'm
there's
still
no reason.
asking
But there's no reason to do that.
do
See,
what?
soon as so I've been keep speaking at the same tone, but when you get your emotions involved, this is when your this is when the logic starts to run, and then it comes to the attitude.
Do I have
That,
attitude?
ma'am, you don't raise your voice if I'm not raising my voice. So what am I supposed to do?
Sorry,
Well,
I
it
didn't
seems
mean to raise my
hey,
voice. I just
okay, but
start
I'm
feeling
telling you
angry.
that's what you're doing, and
I'm sorry.
what? Well, but what is it? What do you expect to get from that? When you raise your voice, you expect you that's aggressive.
I've been in a relationship for 2 years and I never
Okay,
been
chill
arguing.
out. This is what I mean. You've been in a relationship for 2 years. There's not. It's not a prison. You can leave.
I don't want to leave.
Well, that's your problem. That's why I said teenager. I don't care what you want to do. The man doesn't want what you want, and you want marriage. You didn't. Okay. Here's the bottom line. I'm going to get on.
No, Kevin, don't.
Hold on. Don't tell. No, young lady.
I'm sorry.
Dating with intention is what's necessary. If you started out dating this person and y'all were just doing something, then he didn't deceive you. Unless you started out dating this man telling him, I'm dating because I want to be married, and he told you, I'm dating because I want to be married too. And then you told him, I want to be married inside of 2 years, and he said, oh, unless y'all did all that up front, you guys are just doing something. Here's the problem women pay a higher penalty for that than men. If it's 2 years, ain't nothing gonna get any different. He is who he is, you are who you are. Either you guys are going to go forward and get married, or you're going to end the relationship. You either end it now or you waste another 2 years, which you can't afford.
Right.
Now, what you want to do and your feelings are irrelevant. You cannot make somebody marry you who does not want to.
I'm not trying to make him. And to be honest, I've been trying to do better with myself. Like I've been going to the gym, as you said, go to the gym and like just trying to improve on myself to become more valuable to a man. Like men, like I ain't gonna
While
say
you're in the same relationship.
yes, I am.
Okay, so this is what I need my audience to understand. You, this is why I tend to not have a lot of sympathy for women who say they were in bad, toxic relationships or whatever. You see the writing on the wall, and even with good counsel, in one ear and out the other, ma'am, you are where you're going to be. If the man's not going to marry you, stay in there if you choose to, but don't complain.
I'm not
The-
complaining.
I'm talking about tomorrow or 5 years from now.
Girl, I'm sorry.
Who,
Yes,
who was
I
that?
understand what you're saying. I'm not trying to argue
Who,
with you,
who was
Kevin.
that?
I got cats.
Uh-huh. Well,
Is that why he ain't married me?
no, I don't know why he hasn't married you. You should ask him that.
I do ask, and you know what he say? It's coming, it's coming. I gave him a deadline because I don't want to waste
Oh,
no more of my time. But
okay. All right. I've said what I had to say. You can continue down this path if you choose to.
so what you saying I should
All
give up?
right. Nope. Just stay right where you are. I mean, I don't get it, people. This is what I need you folks to understand. That women will be in these positions. and feel like they can change a man or wait him out. This is what I was saying about men. We gotta when people show you who they are, believe them. We all need to stop trying to change people and accept what it is and give the gift of goodbye. I said that in the monologue. Leave. But she doesn't want to deal with the heartbreak. So you'd rather deal with the loss. You'd rather deal with the loss of life. But this is losing life. This is wasting time. So, I mean, I get it. It's hard. Hit the like button or we end overtime. I get that it's not easy. But women like this end up, and when he decides to leave, women like this end up turning bitter and then blaming all men. Men ain't shit, men ain't this, men ain't that. No, you have an opportunity. So, yeah, man. We're gonna bounce you too. So that's that. Look, let me go through this again. Let me go back to the. Let me read the questions real quick. Saturday Samuels, this was playing. Yeah. Let's get to the questions. Birth control don't want. See, ladies, one of the worst things you can do. Hood aggression is not. One of the worst things you ladies can do is have these children to guys that you say ain't about nothing. You're locking your life in. You're locking yourself into madness. I do not want to see my guys, my brothers, my fellas out there marrying women who having kids by dudes that's running the streets. Stop having babies. Stop having these damn babies. And the thing is, as nice as I can put it, is the nicest way I can put it, I am tired of hearing so many immature 30-plus-year-old women. That is why I said the rest of this year we're going to focus like a laser on women 33 and above. I remember my grandmother, and my grandmother was always a woman. Remember your grandmother? I used to wonder, what was it like when she was young? Because they were so different. The women back there were so different. And today, you got women who act like teenagers. Just like perpetual kids. It's like, okay, well, if you don't grow up and step into being a woman, like the men who are stepping into manhood, that's why I've started talking about this. So many men were stepping into manhood and turning around saying, all right, man, where are the wives? Where are the women? There are not enough women. There are not enough wives. There are not enough childless women. There are not enough fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, childless women to be wives. And that's a problem. Zami, you're up. Hope you're next. Men get tired of immature women. We do. Hello? You got to turn off YouTube.
Hello.
Doing more good than people give you credit. Appreciate it, Eric. How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I am well. You're up. Hope you're next.
Can I request to not be on YouTube?
Yeah, but you got to turn YouTube down. Men get tired of immature women.
It's not on anymore.
Okay. All right. So, what do you got for me?
Well, okay. So first off, I'm a little nervous and stuff.
All right. You're just talking to me.
Yeah. You heard I asked to not be on YouTube and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 25, and I've listened to your show during the pandemic and things. And overall, I feel that I don't want to be a lost cause, but like I'm working towards like, being a wife because like I've noticed that I have qualities of it, but I'm definitely lacking in some things.
You
Uh,
don't want to be a lost cause?
yeah,
Okay.
like I don't want to be in the danger zone. Uh, like I already understand that geriatric pregnancy happens at 35. I'm
Uh,
25, so that's 10 years from now. And
okay.
being
So what is
realistic
it
and
you
stuff.
want though?
I want to be married. I want to have children. I want to have a husband.
Okay.
I want to, like, yeah, I would love a high value man. I
Uh-uh.
don't think that
Uh,
my education,
Why
mhm,
that?
well, because of the qualities that I could bring to the development
But,
of our children, if we were to have
but
children,
why that? High value automatically puts you into the top 10% of men.
I understand that.
Have you called in before?
No, this is my
I mean,
first time.
why? I mean, you ladies automatically jump into the top 10%. And you just want, I mean, and really, let's be honest. I think most of you women just like the money.
No,
You want the lifestyle that comes
it's
along
not
with
for
it.
me, the lifestyle. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Well, that's not gonna work. So don't be sorry, just don't do it.
Hmm.
What is
But,
it?
well, it's for me, it's the quality of the person. Like, it's their aspiration, their drive,
You don't
their,
have to. You can be high. You can have all that stuff and not be high value.
hmm, you're right.
You can be in no. You can be in an average or above average man. High value is something completely different. So get right down to it. Your mother and father married.
No, they're not.
See, guys, what I want you to pay attention to is Jay Z and Beyonce thing. I want you guys to look at when Beyonce is stroking Jay Z's head.
Hmm.
That's what men want. I'm talking to people on the screen. What I'm about to say, I'm saying to you. Um, that's what men want. And you see how she's looking at him? You can't fake that. So you want to be married? What's your longest relationship?
A year and a half.
How long ago did that end?
Uh, about 4 years ago, I was in college, but I still talk to him sometimes.
Okay. When was the last time you actually went on a date?
Mm, maybe 3 weeks ago.
And where'd
I
you meet this
actually,
person?
hmm?
Where'd you meet this person?
I met them through a friend.
Huh? Through a
I met
friend?
them through a friend.
Well, um, I'm going to ask all the same questions. You want to be a wife, but are you a wife already? Where'd you learn how to be a wife? What do you bring to the table? Why should the man that you want you? All these
Um,
things have to be there.
okay, so I definitely know to be feminine, fit, friendly, cooperative. I've been listening to your videos and stuff.
Hmm.
I am 125 pounds.
Okay,
Five,
we got the fit part, but
yeah.
you had the relationship you had for a year and a half. It was over 4 years ago.
Hmm.
All right, but have you had a relationship over 6 months in the last 5 years? No,
Uh,
no,
like 3 months, not six
no. I said
months.
over 6 months for a reason.
Hmm.
All right, so you've had a bunch, but you've had sex.
Yes,
All right, so
but I'm not just out here just like
I didn't say you
possibly.
were. I didn't say
Yeah.
you were, but the
Hmm.
problem is where comes the cooperation with the man and learning how to get along with the kind of man you say you want to deal with. Because at 25 years old, you said you went out 3 weeks ago, and is there a second date?
Yeah, but I didn't decide to continue dating the person.
Why?
Uh, we had different views and stuff. They wanted to just be friends with benefits, basically, and I
Uh
wanted to be in a relationship.
huh. Well, um, here's an issue all you ladies are going to end up running into. You're wanting to be married, but you're moving in single spaces.
Well, I have friends who are moving into like having babies, but none of them are wanting to. I don't know why, but they're not wanting to
I
get married.
said
And
you
it's really,
lady, you're moving in single spaces.
mhm.
That has nothing to do with your friends. It has everything to do with the areas you move in.
Okay. So, like, I guess the question is where, um,
Hold on. Miss Peters Patterson, how are you? This is question. This is not a therapy session. I got questions unanswered. You wanna hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I am in no man's land.
Huh. That's 36 to 60. That's big.
Hey, I'm in no man's
But
land,
you gotta
and
turn off the YouTube channel or whatever in the background.
what is that? My fan? Let me see if it's my fan, because I don't have the YouTube going in the background. Is that better?
We shall see. So what's the question, comment, or concern?
So my comment is for the ladies who want to be married, and the fact of dating intentionally. Like we have to make our intentions known in the beginning. You have to make it known in the beginning, as you stated, so that way you won't be caught up in a relationship 2 or 3 years later and the man still didn't marry you.
I think a lot of women don't make their intentions known because secretly they know they're not wives.
You think so?
Well, yeah. Let me ask you: if you had a if you had a brand new 2022 Mercedes AMG, would you sell it for $15,000 just because I had $15,000 cash and it's worth 160 or 200? Would you? I
No,
got
sir.
$15,000 cash. You got a brand new 15,000 cash. Why would you not give it to me? I got
No, sir.
15,000.
Because
Why not?
it's worth much more than that.
Right. So when you're worth much more, you hold out for your value. And you
But
can estimate your value. And a lot of these women sell themselves for 15 because they know they 15.
I don't know, Mr. Samuels. I think a lot of times it's out of fear. I think,
That's
but I
still the
think,
same thing. You selling because you fear that somebody's gonna figure out that you ain't worth what you say you are.
well, I think that
You
you have,
don't date women.
that's true. I don't date women.
Okay, so I think you should listen to the men who date women.
You have a lot of women who pull, mainly well, women as a platform for us.
I'm
I just,
telling you I'm telling you that you'd say women need to let themselves their intentions be known up front. I agree with you.
yes.
But if you cannot fulfill, okay, have you ever applied for a job or a position that you wanted because of the title and or the money, but you knew you couldn't do the job?
No.
Okay, you do know that happens, right?
Yes, I do. I agree.
And if you've ever known anybody that's done this, what do? They get the job, they get the title, they take a little bit of pay, and then they try to quit or leave or somehow they mess it up before it gets found out that they don't know what they're doing. Because other than that, why would you sell something that's worth more for less?
Because you know what? It's working, it's having an opposite effect, I think, on what they actually want. I think they actually could be wives and they actually want that commitment and they actually want the family and they want the union. However, fear,
Fear
like,
of what?
exactly, fear of the unknown. But like you
Fear
said,
that they cannot do the job.
okay.
Why is
But
that so hard for you to understand? These women cannot do the job. Why is it that in a community where 1 out of 4 women are married, our marriages last 5 years, and when the divorce is filed, 80% of the time it's the woman leaving? And when you ask them, usually it's for irreconcilable differences. That's a woman who couldn't do the job. But you ladies can't. But see, even in your well-intended stuff, y'all can't hold each other accountable. You can't just
no,
say y'all
I
got a bunch
agree.
of
No,
unqualified women out here trying to be married. They want to be married, but they know if they get married, it's like, look, I've seen plenty of fraud wives.
and I
Have
agree
you?
with you. I agree. I was one. I'm on my second marriage. My
Thank
first
you.
husband, I didn't value him. I didn't value him at all. And he was an awesome man, and I can say that. My
Why
first
do you think I came up with the term home wreckers?
right.
Single women wreck homes, and oftentimes single women wreck relationships. Why do we hear so many women talking about I should have got married to so and so? You put a good man in front of a woman who says she wants something, and more often than not, they find a way to wreck it.
Absolutely. And a
That's
lot
why
of
I'm a PhD and all this other stuff is such a soundbite, because what are some of the ways modern women, single women wreck relationships? Their
right.
jobs, their
Absolutely.
friends, their pets,
Absolutely. Listen,
so there you go. So if you can't maintain a relationship, you can't be married and maintain a marriage. But it's fun to say I want to be married. Well, then do the shit that's supposed to get you to marriage and then stay in there.
no, I agree. I agree. We need to heal our childhood trauma. We need to not let our current man pay for our past, be it our childhood or teenage
Well,
or
we
adolescent.
know that, you know
Yeah,
that, and I know that too. But then why is it that on this show I've had a multitude of women who are therapists, in particular black women who've had therapists who aren't even in therapy.
that's right. That's right.
See,
That's a
we
stigma.
have some of the most women who know everything that's going on, got all the right answers, but are doing all the wrong moves. That's why I
Absolutely.
said the rest of this year I'm focusing like a laser on women 33 and above. I'm like,
And
because
that's all.
here it is. Because I hear all these women like, yeah, right. Are you right, Mr. Samuels? Uh-huh. I believe, uh-huh. Yeah, we need to, uh-huh, uh-huh. And it sounds good. And people like, wait a minute. Where your husband at? Where your husband at? See what had happened was, uh, where your husband at? Are you in a committed relationship, dating with intention? Woman? Yeah. Oh. And these women will be attractive too. I'm like, well,
Absolutely. They're very attractive.
yeah, and then you know where their husband is? In their friend zone.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
But they don't want to get there because I don't want to pick him because uh, they got too many people in the friend zone. Modern women got too many options. That's the problem.
That's true. And like you said, women, they often pick the swag. You often pick the swag dude, the dude that has multiple children by multiple women.
Yeah, because he treats them like an asshole, and that's why I think more men should start treating women like assholes. Be an
No,
asshole.
no.
Y'all don't want nice men. Y'all want assholes.
Well,
All right,
see, that's why.
we get to y'all want assholes. That's why assholes win. Hey, Natasha, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
32.
All right. What's your question, comment, or concern?
Um, my question is basically, I am not, well, this is basically a statement first. I'm not looking for a high value man. I just never been picky.
Get my likes up, people. What are you looking for?
I'm just looking for someone that makes me happy and I can make them happy.
It's called a canine or a feline. Which one do you want? People take work. Buy a dog.
I know. I mean,
I'm gonna ask you some questions. Do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
How many?
Yes, I have 2 little girls.
Both by the same man?
Yes.
How long were you guys together?
Probably about 3 years.
Why did you guys get married?
He wants to be with me. But it was very toxic. It just didn't work out.
What?
I was really young.
What?
I was really young.
No. Why didn't you get married?
Why didn't
he wanted to marry you, but you had his babies, but you didn't want to marry him?
Yes, because of how he treated me.
You mean before he shot up the club and you had his babies?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right. See, I find it funny that you want to have somebody that's going to be so nice to you, make you happy, you make them happy, that you let a guy impregnate you twice and he wants to marry you, be at you running out the door.
But he doesn't, and that's the thing. I don't want to be with him because he doesn't make me happy. He does.
Listen. You ready? Ready? How old are you again?
32.
I don't give a shit if you're happy. You're a mama twice. The world does not need to suffer you. You decided to lay down and have one, two different children. Happiness ain't on the menu at the restaurant you're eating at. Duty, responsibility, and honor are. The man wants to be with you. Be happy after you do your duty.
So you're saying
I said exactly what I'm saying. French toast your happiness. Make a family with the man you made babies with. Happy?
It's like,
Happy?
It's like,
now, before she cries, understand them. She said the man wants to marry her.
It's like, I listen to you, I watch you all the time, and I think about it all the time. Like, should I just stay with him? Should I just, at this point, it's like I just have to settle because
you have to do what?
Like you
settle?
Yeah, because at this point, like you said, I watch you all the time. So I know you're saying like you're 32, you have 2 children. It's like it's over for you. You know, I hear you say that all the time.
Settle for the man you decided to have. You made a conscious decision to have 2 children with the man. So let's play it the opposite way, shall we? For all my critics and detractors are going to say, she's about to cry. He's saying, you don't care. Let's play it the opposite way. 54% of black men are single and childless, 61% in the middle class. You're looking for a stepfather. 30% of men are already married. 16% of men are responsible for 80% of the children. So you'd be looking for a man in that 54%, a stepfather, a man with no children. Why should a man who is childless come take on another man's 2 daughters?
Well, I've
Listen,
always
two daughters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and that father wants to be with you. The father of his children wants to be with you, so that man is going to have some feelings. Do you understand the situation that a man would be stepping into? He'd be going into a situation with 2 children who are females, with an active father who still wants to be with the mother of the children. Do you want to have any more children?
I really don't, and that's what I was going to say.
The man doesn't even get any kids.
No, what I was going to say, I don't. But if I find someone that makes me happy, I don't mind having.
Make your damn self happy, ma'am. Happiness is not. Hear me and hear me well, ladies. My critics and detractors. It is not a man's job to make you happy. It is not a husband's job to make you happy. That is a lie from the pit of hell, and I rebuke it. I rebuke it. It is not our job. That is not our job description. It is our job to protect, provide, prophesy, teach. It is not our job to make you happy. You want to be happy? Eat a chocolate chip cookie, watch a movie, pet a puppy. It is not our job to make you happy.
So what are y'all's jobs?
I just told you. Protection, provision.
But that makes you happy. Protection. That makes me happy.
No. Happiness comes from within.
Yeah, that too.
This is why y'all need to stop having babies, because that's the problem. You had kids, and now it is forever going to change how you come into the marketplace. It reduces your sexual marketplace value. And it is difficult, if not impossible, to go out and expect a man to come and be a husband to you, a stepfather to 2 children, have to get out here and fight the world and turn around and make you happy. What in the hell are you bringing to that man to overcome all of that he can't get from a single childless woman?
And what if I want to be with a
See,
man that
you
already
answer a
has
question with the
children?
question is disingenuous, class. How does that work? They never want to answer the question that's difficult. They want to either go past it or answer a question with a question. Please answer my question. What are you bringing to a single, childless man that he cannot get from a woman who is single and childless?
I'm bringing me. I'm bringing. I mean, I can have more kids.
What can you
I'm
bring to
30.
a man that he wants that you haven't already given to another man?
But what if he loves me? Like, what if
See,
he
see, see,
wants?
here we go again, class. Here we go again, class. When you don't answer a question or when you answer a question with a question, it is disingenuous and bad faith. I'm going to teach this one way or another. You refuse to answer the hard question because the answer is nothing. What do you have to give to a man that he wants that you have not already given to another man?
I can be submissive. I could be cooperative.
You've not been submissive and cooperative with another man? See, this is what it means to overvalue yourself. The answer is I don't have anything to give to a man that he wants that I have not already given to another man. You've given the most
Right.
valuable thing you can ever give to a man, your womb.
Right.
So, ma'am, when I say it's over, it's because you've chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Take your prize and go home.
Okay.
Why should a man overlook a single, childless woman who he can start his own family with? Who can focus on him solely? Your man would never get you alone. Everything would have to be, you guys go out to eat dinner, it's going to be four. Every place you live, you got to have room enough for two kids. There is never a single version of you. This is what having kids outside of wedlock does, and we need to show this more often. So when you ladies choose to do this, you understand everything you're signing up for. And at the end of the day, from the people who think I'm being harsh, remember her child's father wants to be with her. She doesn't want to be with him because he doesn't make her happy.
But it's because he is unfaithful.
And you, okay, you want to go down that path? I'll go down that path with you. You want to go down that path? How many times have you cheated on him?
Never cheated on him.
How many male friends do you have?
I don't have any male friends.
You on social media?
Yes, I have a social media.
So if you turned your smartphone and your inboxes all over to him, there'd be no problem.
There'll
all
be no
your
problem.
media. Okay.
There'll be no problem.
He cheats. And when's the last time he cheated?
He cheated?
Mm-hmm.
Around the time when I had my babies, yeah.
Mm-hmm. How'd you?
But we were never.
How'd you find out about it? How'd you find out about it?
Well, I found out about it by women calling my phone. And
No. I want to be clear. The woman he was having sex with called your phone.
Yes, multiple women were calling.
Okay.
My phone.
Why?
They were calling me, telling me that he was cheating, that they were pregnant as well.
No, I don't.
Oh.
So you're saying you're dealing with a man who was dealing with women who was just calling you up saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, your baby daddy, he got me pregnant too." That's why 16% that's why 80% of our kids come from 16% of men. Man, I hate to be. I'm gonna be honest. That's what you sign up for.
Yeah.
And I want you to understand. I'm coming at it from the single and childless 54% of men. I want you to hear how this would sound to them. Yeah, give me that job. Let me go. I want that job. I want to sign up for her and all that drama. and all that trauma. Did he cheat on you after you had your first child?
Yes.
Then why'd you have a second? Mm. Yep. You signed up for it.
And so you're saying
I'm saying,
stay
ma'am,
with
did you
him,
not?
but
Did
you're
you
saying stay
not?
with him.
Did he? Did you not though? Before, so I'm saying, did you not? Did he? He showed you who he was, and you laid down and made another one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
And now I
enjoy.
want to get out of the situation. I don't want
Okay,
to
well, get
be in
out
this
of it, but stay by
situation.
yourself. Don't
So if I
visit
get
this.
out of the situation, I don't
You
be
get
with
no
him.
other man.
I'm okay.
You get no other man. You can have sex, but you don't get a husband. I'm gonna just
What
be
if I?
real. You can have sex, don't get a husband. Don't get no relationship. Not with no man that's worth nothing. A man that's worth nothing ain't gonna be involved in all this. Be like, what the hell? Because see, you don't get any better than your baby daddy. So your baby daddy, if you weren't gonna marry your baby daddy, you don't get to go up in value with age and use. You don't get to go up in value with reduced sexual marketplace value. That's why my critics and detractors don't like me, because I keep telling the truth and be consistent. You don't get to all of a sudden get Prince Charming after you've been fucking around with a toad. That's what you got. Because that man has to listen, because the new man has to look and say, wait a minute, I'm an upgrade from this joker. He got 2 kids and you don't even want to have no babies. Unless he makes you happy. And you're 30 what? 30 what? 1, 2?
32.
Right. You're almost a geriatric pregnancy anyway. Let's be real. You don't want to have no more babies because you got your hands full. So this man don't even get his own kids. He got to take care of 2 kids from a toad and deal with all this toad mess. And I haven't even asked this question. How tall are you?
Ooh, okay. I am 5'6".
Dress size?
Dress size 12.
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
I weigh 198.
And you know, just like I know. See?
But I'm not looking for a high value man.
Doesn't matter, ma'am. See this, and I want to go back to the young lady who was 29 years old. Remember, young lady, when I said your competition, y'all all think that average black men need to settle for overweight women. No.
I'm working on it. I'm doing my Pilates, like you said.
Mm-hmm. You need
I'm
to,
doing,
ma'am. You picked your baby daddy.
Be with my baby daddy, okay.
You picked your he's not your husband, he's your baby daddy. You picked him. And I hope you understand, as an advocate for men, why I don't think it would be fair to ask a single childless man to come in here into such a chaotic situation with a woman who has nothing new to offer him, who's not even, what you would say, I'm working on it. So it's not even that target. Doesn't get any kids out of the deal. I'm struggling. You may be a perfectly nice and lovely person, but there has to be a value proposition for a man to take on such liability and risk. What are you bringing to the proverbial table that outshines all the other women who have fewer liabilities and fewer risks? You have to be able to articulate that and show that in a demonstrable way. And it can't just be, I'm me. That ain't good enough. You don't go into a job interview for a job that's paying $150,000 and say, I'm me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And say to my critics and detractors, this is the outcome of telling women you can have it all. You need to be happy. If the problem was infidelity, then you guys need to figure something out. If he were not cheating, could you be together?
Yes.
All right. Then y'all need to work that out, because I'm not a fan of men cheating sloppily in particular. If he's going to do something as reckless as that, then he needs to make sure, one, he's not putting the family at jeopardy. 2, not bringing home any outside kids or diseases, not putting the family at risk, and not embarrassing you in person, in public or in private. That's what I believe. Have you told him, if you get this together, we can be together, but if you don't, we can't?
Yes, I have told him this plenty of times. I told him like,
right,
stuff gotta go. You gotta, and then you have to get yourself together.
All right, and you did, and I gotta ask you. This may sting, but did you tell him that after you had the first child, before you had the second?
I told him this after my second child.
All right.
Yes. I told him this after my second child.
Have you guys ever sat down and had any couples counseling?
No, we never have.
Then you need to try that. Because I don't think what you're asking for is unreasonable. I think you have far better chance of having a happier life if you get this fixed than trying to go make something with somebody else who is not going. I'm concerned that the guy would not be getting the best deal for him. See, people may not like my approach, but man, life is about a negotiation. You tell him, look, we can be together if this happens. Get it under control. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm Mrs. and you Mr. Miss whatever and Mr. So-and-so. But then he also needs to hear something from a man like myself saying, man, if you're going to do something as reckless as cheating, you need to have some rules with it. Because you cannot be bringing home babies, diseases, put the family at risk, outside kids, and you can't be embarrassing your woman in person or in private, in public or in private. That's what Big Mom and Big Daddy had. They had rules. They had conversations. They didn't leave. That's what makes family. You work through the stuff. You don't just try to start building. Imagine if you started building a house, right? And you find a lot. And then you bring all the materials and then you pour the concrete for the foundation. Then you start building. Then it rains. You don't go to find another lot to start all over. You dry it out and you continue to build. But in the Black community, we got a bunch of partially built houses trying to make a neighborhood and community. No. The houses that survive the stuff like you guys had are the stronger for it after you really truly resolve the issue. I think it's far more reasonable. Just think about it. Suggest a path forward with him, couples counseling, put some ground rules out in public, because I'm quite sure the girls will like her daddy home and y'all will probably be better off together. Because you really don't want, and let me also say this, you don't want a strange man around your daughters.
I don't.
I know. Does your child's father have any other children?
Yes, he does. He has 2 other children.
Are they in the same city?
Yes.
All right. Let me ask you this hard question: are they around your daughters? Are they around your kids' age?
Yes, they are.
My father had a lot of kids, but you know what?
Yes, his
father. But my father also married the woman who had most of his kids. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I know how this kind of goes. You would rather be the mother to marry him than, because you know you feel some kind of way if you marry one of the mother women. I know that. I mean, I know the language I'm speaking. It sounds weird, but trust me, I've seen mothers. I've seen it. I've lived it. And they stayed married till he died. They stayed married for the rest of their life. So
I think with me, it's just like an embarrassment thing, like
that's what I said. No embarrassment in public or private. That's why I think it's
like, okay, you getting back with this, they tell like people,
well,
you getting back with this guy and he did this.
You mean your single child? You mean your single friend who ain't married? Yeah, that's right.
No, they are.
Look, ma'am. I've seen this. Yes, you're getting back with my. I'm getting back with my child's father. We're making ourselves a family. Yeah, that's right. What you got to say about it? And if they got a problem, then you cut those friends. They ain't friends if they get coming at you with that. Single women keep women. These women have something to say. You said they're married.
Yes, like a lot of my. That's the reason why I feel like
Okay.
there's hope for me, because my friends,
But
they've had outside children and they're married to a
okay.
man.
All right.
That
All right. Play that game if you want to. You can do it. You can try it. 1 in 4 black women will marry in their lifetime. And I don't know if you watch my content, you will start to hear the men. Men are not rushing to be stepfathers. Simple, plain. They're not rushing to be stepfathers. And you believe there's hope. Okay, if that's the case, then take all the money out your 401k, your Fidelity investments, and everything else. Fly your ass out to Vegas and bet it all on 27 black on the roulette wheel. There's hope. You could win. You made the babies, man. So I'm gonna stick by what I said. I mean, but you can get to do what you want to. But I don't want to see a single childless man out there dealing with this mess. A man with all these kids. No.
So should I just only date men with children?
God. Do what you want. This is what I mean. And this is when you women become like children. Can it, mom, can I do whatever the hell you want? Because you are destined for, you want punishment, you want pain, keep it up. Go ahead, do what you want to do. Go ahead, date men with children. Ride the cock carousel. Be used and abused by men who will tell you they want whatever after they have hit it for a few months, then they gone. Keep doing that. Keep recycling the Johnsons until your daughters get to be about, pubescent age. Then keep bringing these men around your kids. Yeah, go ahead and do that. That makes more sense. Yeah, go ahead. Ride the cock carousel for the next 10 years. Start bringing these men around your prepubescent daughters. Yeah, that makes much more sense. What am I talking about? Yeah, it could happen. It could happen. Sure, it could.
My kid's father, he's an awesome father. Like,
then this ain't. I've said everything I can say. You made babies with him. You chose him. I don't want to see. But I tell you right now, honestly, I don't want to see a single childless man with you. I want to see him have a chance to build his own family. This is not a good deal for other men. Now remember, everybody, her child's father wants to be with her. She don't want to have no more babies. This is all downside.
Yes, I will.
No, you don't want to have no more
I
babies.
will have more babies.
One baby, 1 out of 2. Get the hell out of here. Off my goddamn phone. You're crazy. Selfish ass. These selfish ass women. I swear to God, I'll have one more. That right there. Selfish ass woman. Selfish. All right, it's almost 2 o'clock. I gotta finish this show up. Mariah clicked off. Think about that. It's like these selfish. I have one more. Shit. I'll get one more. Shit. So you gave a deadbeat. You gave a cat. You gave a dude that's got kids everywhere else 2, but you'll get your husband 1. Ooh, what a good damn deal. Hello.
Hey, how are you, Kevin?
About to have a fucking aneurysm over here dealing with these crazy people. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Can I not be on
that's
camera
fine.
on YouTube?
And she even had to laugh at that one. She's like, "You right? What's going on?"
So, I just wanted to say a couple of things. I'm new to the show,
Do
and I
you have
just
any questions though? Because it's late and it's.
do I have any questions? I
If
think
you don't,
I
I got to
do.
get to the last one because I'm already in 2.5. I'm out 2 hours past.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I don't have any questions.
Bye bye. So I want you guys to understand. There are a lot of women gonna be like, I can't believe he said it. This woman, 2 kids, knew what she was getting. Man got kids other places. Man want to be with her. She don't want to have no more kids. But then After 30 minutes, she finally say, I'd be willing to have one kid. So a man comes behind and gets 2 daughters from a dude that's got 3 baby mamas and 4 kids. And he got to be the stepfather to them 2 daughters. He gets 1 kid out the deal. And all that other stuff. Hell no. No, no, no. Gentlemen. Stick to your guns. All right, that's it. That's it. Smoke show. Smoke week was good. It was great. But you know how it is. Until the next time. Peace. I'm gone. James Bond.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. No, it's not.